Plaintiff Marlee Penland says when she was 22, she started working as a stripper. And that's when she was introduced to crack cocaine. Marlee claims her life was out of control for 16 years, but she's now crack, cigarette, and alcohol-free. Marlee's suing her sister and her sister's boyfriend today for an unpaid loan. Defendants Roselle Penland and her boyfriend Anton Owens admit that they borrowed money from Marlee, but they claim that after they got the money, Marlee and her daughter, who's with her in court today, started harassing them.
Start with you.
Judge Greg Mathis, this is my sister right here, and I love my sister. In no situation, no person's gonna change that.
That's right.
And it said that we have to be here today. Let me give you a little bit about me, where I come from, and where I stand today. I'm a recovering addict. I started using crack cocaine well over 16 years ago.
How old were you?
22 years old.
How did you get addicted?
Well, I was walking down the street one day. I said, I need a job.
I thought you were saying you were walking down the street one day and you said, I need a hit.
No.
All right, just out of the blue. So that's some dangerous stuff. I knew crack was dangerous, but I didn't know you just walking down the street one day and think it up.
No.
So you said, I need a job.
This is how I got introduced to the dope.
Okay.
So, it's a dancer salon, and I walked up to the window and I said, I need a job. And I must have appeared to be a little green to the people, and they looked at me the way I was dressed, my wingtip shoes, my hair feather cut, my glasses, and my pants creased and everything. And so they gave me a job. I'm young, fresh, and perky. I couldn't dance a lick, and when I walked in there, it was a brand new world. I saw the pimps, the players, the prostitutes, the money, and that's where I wanted to be.
Where are you from?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I was introduced to the dope at, and it was a whole nother life for me. And my life spiraled out of control.
But everybody else trying to get money. How did you suddenly start smoking it?
They introduced me to the girls, I wanted to be a part of, I wanted to fit in.
You're talking about the exotic dancers, right?
Yes.
Most exotic dancers aren't smoking crack, are they?
These
Or back
did.
then, those did. All right, go ahead.
For real. So I thought I could fit in, so I did what they did. So my life spiraled out of control for like 16 years, and in the process of that, I got pregnant. One child was born, stillborn. One died to see it, and my daughter right here went to foster care for multiple years. And I still wasn't ready. So I continued to harm myself and the people in my life.
How'd you overcome it when you did?
Well, in 2004, when I surrendered, when I finally made the decision to stop, that's when I did.
How?
I was walking down the street once again.
Earlier, I was gonna tell you need to stop walking down the street. But now I don't know if I should tell you that, baby. Depending on what's going on in your life. This time, you should have been walking down the street.
Well, in 2004, when I surrendered, when I finally made the decision to stop, that's when I did.
How?
I was walking down the street once again.
Earlier, I was gonna tell you need to stop walking down the street. But now I don't know if I should tell you that, baby. Depending on what's going on in your life.
Defendants Roselle Penland and her boyfriend Anton Owens are being sued by Roselle's sister, who admits that she became addicted to crack after she started stripping at the age of 16.
What happened?
This was years.
I know, but what happened in 2004 when you're walking down the street?
I said a prayer, it's a sin prayer, because I've always believed in God. And I said it's a sincere prayer. And I was like, Jesus, I don't want to be out here when I was 40. Judge Mathis, I was 38 years old. I just turned 48. And I stand before you crack-free, alcohol-free, and cigarette-free.
Oh, good. Did you go to rehab, inpatient, outpatient?
Yes, I went. One time I was court ordered. I did the meetings only to get the paper signed.
And the meetings, you had to follow up, and otherwise it wouldn't have worked, would it?
No.
Typically it doesn't. My observation is if you don't follow up rehab, I don't care how long you were in there, 6 months, 1 year, if you don't follow up with those NA meetings, after you get out, it's not going to work. Let me get some background from you guys before we get to the $200 for the loan.
Yes, I borrowed $200 of loan from my sister to move into my place. But unfortunately, at the time, it was a lot of things not done yet. And my sister, I borrowed it from her, but I didn't tell her when I was going to pay it back to her. Unfortunately, I was out of work, but my boyfriend was working. And we went into our place real good before my sister started calling me. She wanted her money, and
How long after receiving the money did she start asking for the repayment?
A week after we had moved in.
All right, and how long was it supposed to have been?
I couldn't give her no specific time when I was going to give her
But certainly
money.
if you needed it in 1 week, you could have waited a week to get it if you were going to be able to come up with it in a week.
Right.
Right. So go ahead. She called you in the week. What did you tell her the first week?
I told her I did not have
What'd
the money.
she say?
She told me that you said that you was going to have the money. And if I'm telling you I don't have the money, okay, I don't have it.
How long after that did she ask for it again?
Following week.
The next week.
Yes.
All right, you didn't get
like
paid
every-
by you didn't
every
get
day.
paid by then. Am I right or
Right,
wrong?
because he told me he get paid every week. He
Yeah.
went from paying me back on the 16th of May, which was a Friday, to the 23rd of May, which was another Friday, to the 28th of May, which was a Friday.
Okay.
You get paid every week. and
Every
all of a
week.
sudden now, she tell me, well, you know, we struggling. Wasn't you struggling when you borrowed my money?
Yeah, but true enough.
That's what he said. He said, I'm going to pay with interest, but I ain't got my money
With
yet.
interest, you said.
And then when I go downtown and file on you, and I call you and say, Roselle, give me your address. You said why, when for real you knew why. And then to come to find out, the letter came back, I gave me a bogus address.
That's a lie.
Yeah,
Nobody give
it's
you
a
no
lie.
bogus. You a lie, Marlee. Ain't nobody give you no bogus address.
Here go right here, what I filed in
there.
Cleveland. She gave me a bail.
No, I did not. No, I didn't. When you called me and asked me for the address, I told you it was East 135th. Wherever else you got that information from was not on me.
No. Well, you know what?
135th is a good neighborhood. If you're living there, why you can't pay this
I
woman
say
her
off
money?
135th.
I know about Cleveland. You almost in Shaker Heights.
I say off of Kinsman.
Southmoreland,
I say off of Kinsman, Marlee.
Roselle.
You wanted to speak. Come on
Yes,
up.
please,
State your name.
Where's my phone?
Hi, my name is Leela Penland. I'm the daughter of Marlee Penland, the niece of Roselle Penland.
Yeah.
I was here for the whole transaction. Okay, we got my grandma is like really, really sick, and my mom take care of her. But during the process of her wanting to borrow some money from my mom, that was the first day that she came to even see my grandma. You know what I'm saying?
We're not
It's when she
going
wanted to
there.
borrow
I
some
want to
money.
ask about what did you hear
Yeah.
with regard to repayment?
Yes, we got on the phone. She got on the phone about when they was gonna pay her back. They borrowed the money on the May 1st.
Mm-hmm.
He did. It was supposed to pay her back May 16th. That's what my mother said, and that's what they agreed to. Is every time 2 weeks came, another week came,
Another
it was
excuse.
always an excuse here, an excuse there, an excuse here, an excuse there. So
All
it was
right.
one point in time that I got upset, and I called him because they changed their numbers. But what he forgot was me and him Facebook friends on Facebook.
Gave you the wrong address and then changed their phone number.
He platted his number on Facebook. So I was
They
able to
changed
get it
their
then.
phone number. Their phone got cut off.
Thank you.
So I called.
That's why they had to borrow that money.
If the phone number got cut off, why when we got a new number, it was changed? If your phone number got cut off, you gonna get it paid and still have your same number. No, his number
But
was
he had
changed.
to wait and get it paid.
Defendants Roselle Penland and her boyfriend Anton Owens are being sued by Roselle's sister, who admits that she became addicted to crack after she started stripping at the age of 16.
You've been giving them a bunch of excuses.
Yeah.
So what is the
back.
excuse today?
The excuse, Your Honor, I've been going through a lot trying to get into the new house. We didn't get in right away because I'm still trying to get the deposit. The money that I borrowed from her was helping on the deposit, and I still had to get the rent together.
That's many months ago.
Right.
So what's
So,
today?
I mean, I could have paid her, but when she got to harassing me and her daughter's boyfriend.
That's
was
when you're
harassing me.
supposed to pay it.
True. And as far as my phone, yes, the number did get changed because I got a brand new phone. The other phone got broke, so I had to get a new number. I couldn't use the same
You
number.
don't have to get a new number when you break a phone.
And then why he couldn't call and get her the number? Why she couldn't get the number so she could keep in
I don't
contact?
have her number.
They was trying to play games.
Ain't nobody trying to play games.
No,
Marlee had a number to call me
No,
on that
sir.
she was calling
Every
me
time
on.
she called you, it was always
That's
an
enough.
issue.
You calm down.
Sorry.
They seem all right. She's not as mad as you.
Oh, she was, though.
Let these sisters get along. You be quiet. You the niece.
I just
Judgment
don't
for
like
the
nobody trying to
plaintiff.
play my mom.
Be quiet. Their sisters can play each other all they want. You stay out of it. That's like a married couple. They going through whatever and kids want to get involved. No, ma'am. $200 is your judgment. There's no legal defense to not repaying you your money. They've had a reasonable amount of time in which to do so.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. All right.
Can I say one thing
Yes,
if I
ma'am.
go? You know, my mother loved you. You remind me of our father, and you know his name was Sugarfoot. You remind me of my dad. You know, I just want to shout out to all the friends and family in Cleveland, Ohio. Hey, y'all, Chi-Town. Thank you.
I mean, I love my auntie, I do. I love her to the bottom of my heart, and I would do anything for her. But when it comes down to this one, because this is my mom, I'm gonna be on her team regardless. I am, and I'm sorry. But they older, and they've been owing her for months. So when she's doing her best to do what she gotta do to take care of her mother, you know what I'm saying? She ain't got time to be giving out money, and then have to wait months and months to get paid back.
I love my sister, true enough. I love my niece, but what goes on between me and my sister is between me and my sister. I heard what you had to say in court. I heard what she had to say in court. She'll get what's due to her.